everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be doing the checkout subscriber challenge. It's always been successful, so why not again today? And I'm going to be showing something that I've been trying to teach myself over the last 24 hours. It's having mixed results, but I think in the long term it will be a good thing. And what am I on about? Well, normally when you see me approaching the Oche, I'll be doing this. Okay, and then I'll throw. But what I'm trying to do now is I'm trying to walk up to the Oche straight on. So I'm aligning myself up. It will take a bit of trial and error. So I'm walking up, and instead of aligning myself up on the center of the treble 20, I'm lining myself up on the wire of the 5 and the 20. Because if I walk up quite central, my foot, when I pull it back, it always ends up maybe half an inch to an inch out of where I like it. So if I line myself up on that wire and then I walk straight up, my foot is exactly where I want it now. So that's what I've been doing. I will try and include maybe a couple of still pictures or a bit of a video of me doing it. If you want a good example of what I mean, Nathan Aspinall always does it. He always walks up, middle of his foot on the Oche, and then he puts it into position without looking down. I'm trying to do that. Just look down then, didn't I? See, I'm trying to align myself up, middle of the foot, get my back foot where I want, and then I can check and look to see if it's in the right position. And what I'm finding, the more I do it, the better it is. So give it a try. I'm hoping it helps me from the point of view. If it becomes a natural thing, it's one less thing I have to focus on when approaching the Oche, or even in my throw. So line myself up, drag my foot back, exactly where I want it. Because what I've realised is, if I am playing in the UK or most other places where that is a regular thing, they do have an Oche. So you can actually walk up and kick it and then get into your position. Very few places I've played when I've been in the UK just have a line on the floor. So I'm hoping this starts becoming second nature. And then no matter where I go, I can line myself up correctly, because you'll see my videos. I've got 2 pieces of tape on the floor, which are various reference points I've used over the year and a bit. So I rely on them too much. I've realised it for quite a bit, actually, because when I go back and edit, see exactly where I want it. When I go back and edit, it's very obvious what I am doing. Now, is it going to solve everything? No. But it's one less thing to think about. There's bigger issues like my throw in action. But if this can become natural, that's probably the worst one I've done in the last 4 or 5 visits. But I've not moved it. It stayed in the same position because it's only off by a small amount. Also, you'll have noticed the score's actually displayed. I discovered in Dart Counter you can create a custom leg, so that's what we've done. Because believe me, editing, going back, adding the score, gets a bit tedious. The amount of times you do it, go back, check it, how's that? Bang on where I want it. Oh, last start. I think it was going to be a 1 there. But yeah, it gets a bit tedious doing that. So I was playing around and I discovered I can use Dart Counter for something else. So lining myself up on that 5. Ooh, I've gone over a little bit too much, but if if I'm in a real game, in a real venue, I am not going to have that reference point of a line. So I need to get it. So instead of, I'll use that, instead of lining myself up here, because I play slightly more to the left on the Oche, I'm sort of aiming, walking, I'm approaching that reference point there. If I do it where I approach, let's say I do it on the side of the 20 and the 1, again, it's not a big difference, but I'm approaching here. My foot, it's the full point and barrel out of where I want it to be. If I approach to the middle, oh, I missed a piece of wood then, that was good, isn't it? If I approach to the middle, it's probably out by half of the point. So like I said, about half an inch. But if I approach to where I want it, on that reference point that I've had to work out, bang on, absolutely bang on. So yeah, the reason I'm doing that is, like I said, hopefully it becomes a habit. It's one less thing to focus on, but I need to get some confidence back after the last few videos, the last few games I've played. I'm not even going to look until after I've thrown this one, because the last few games I've played, they've just not been right. Oh, 60, how is it? Out by less than half a centimetre, that one. So it's working. What I did as well is I play in shoes as much as I can, just to get used to it, the feel of it on the bottom of my foot. I just played in socks. That's exactly where I want it. I just played in socks to just get the feel for it. And you can also use your foot to feel any groove on the floor, because you get it. I only did that for maybe 5 minutes. What was more important was working out where I need to line myself up. And I looked down then. Yeah, it was just working out where I need to line up. Right, 77. How are we going to do 77? 45. 62. Let's just go for 10s. Is that in? That's not in, right. 12. There we go. So that is 22.37. Okay, so we've had 39 darts. We are currently averaging 50.6. Not bad. I think when I was doing this in my head, I was aiming for about 40 to 45. So let's see if we can do that. Approach it. Ooh, gone over a little bit. But again, it's not always going to be perfect, is it? That's perfect, look. Wow. I'll have that. That was nice. The other thing you can do is you might actually see some people, if put in the middle of your foot doesn't work for you, some people kick it. They'll walk up, look at their target, kick it, because then that way they know where their leg is in the center. So I'm actually off center at the minute. So that's my center line with my right foot. So you want to use your lead foot for the center line. Also, it could be affected by your dominant eye. But yeah, let's see if it can work at 3 at the bull. Right, lined up, turn my foot a tiny bit, bang on. Ooh. Right, that's been me doing the subscriber challenge. 699 as of filming this video. Hopefully a little piece of advice about the toe or the ball of your foot could help you. I'll put some pictures in when and where I can. So, yep, successful day. As always, remember to throw first.